Hi, my name is Mark. It's September 2025, and right now I am in the midst of the most challenging time in my entire life. About a little over a week ago, I was evicted from my home, partly because my wife didn't pay the rent. She was working, I was a stay at home dad. So now I'm living separately from my wife. I'm staying in an Airbnb. I've got it for about 6 weeks. And in that time, I must secure an income and find an apartment close enough to my son's school. It's very important for me that my son goes to the same school, continues at the same school, because he has autism spectrum disorder, and this school has been amazing for him. Over the last 2 years in junior and senior kindergarten, he's absolutely blossomed. He's grown. He's caught up in his language ability. He was 2 years behind when he was diagnosed with autism, but now he's right. The teachers say he's right where he should be. I feel very happy with his language ability, and his behavior has grown and improved in leaps and bounds. He still has issues, but it's so much better than it used to be. And every day I see improvement, and even now in this challenging time, I still see improvement. As I said, I'm living alone with my son, temporary location right now, but close enough to the school. Every day, it's just me preparing everything for my son's school and his 3 meals a day, and making sure he's, well rested and gets to bed on time, and gets up on time and gets to school on time. He, at first, at the beginning of September, he was so resistant, and he would say, "No, I don't want to go to school. It's scary. It's boring." He was fighting it. Now, 3 weeks in, just like I never let his strong emotion even like bring him to tears. Like he didn't want to go to school in the morning. I never let that sway me. It tugged at my heartstrings, but I made sure that he got to school on time every single day, except for one. There was some kind of delay or something like that. But every day I made sure he was on time at school, going into the classroom, and I had to, at first, like physically get him into the classroom. But 3 weeks later, he's adapted, and he doesn't say really, "I don't want to go to school anymore," and he's not definitely not crying about it. Not very much. It's very a big improvement, and I can't believe I've done this. Over the same 3 weeks, I've been moving all my stuff into storage. I did this without a car. I just like had a little, pull wagon that I would just like 3 times a day put stuff in there, and drag it to the storage location on the bus. It's been, I hardly got any sleep. I would do this, late at night, all that kind of stuff. But I got most of the stuff moved before the eviction. Now, yeah, just looking for that place to live and an income to support it. And what I'm doing is just repeating the mantra. Every time I feel down or despondent, or like there's no way I can get this done within any reasonable amount of time, I just repeat a mantra. My mantra is, I'm going to find a place to live close to the school, with that's comfortable and affordable, and the income to support it. I just repeat that again and again and again. And yeah, I just, it doesn't matter if Sometimes when I say it, it feels like it's, it doesn't feel real or something like that. I just keep repeating, just keep repeating it. Just say it again, repeat it again in the mind or out loud, whatever. Just repeat it. And yeah, tough days. Today was a tough day. Uh, I didn't sleep much at all. My When I look at my my sleep score, it looks like, all that orange is like waking up, waking up. It's kind of crazy. I didn't sleep well, and I could feel it this morning. I was so lethargic. Coffee didn't work in the morning. Um, I got my son to school. I got him to school early, even. It was like 20, 25 minutes to go before school started, and I was just so exhausted. I could barely stand up, and I could barely talk. I could barely do anything. But I got him to school, and he did a good job getting into class. He didn't need me to put him into class. He was happy to go. After class, I met just a couple of newcomer parents from Korea. I, this is the second time I'd seen them, and we just made a connection. You know, even though I was exhausted, I must have looked like the living dead, and the father commented on that, and he said, I look tired, and yeah, I told him my story, my situation, basically what I told you, and yeah, I even though I feel like hesitant about this, I remember to ask for his phone number and made a connection. Yeah, I felt good. Like, I noticed that these days I feel anxious, afraid, all the things that bothered me in the past that held me back. I feel it, but I don't let it stop me. I still do things, even though I feel so scared, worried. What if it doesn't work? All the self doubt. I just don't let it stop me. So I don't know what to say about it. Like, what is the cause of this? How is it possible? It's a combination of things. It's been maybe 6 years of struggles with my wife, just like months and months of the silent treatment. She wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't explain why. And I endured that, and I suffered through depression and anxiety, and I got treatment, and I had psychiatrists and antidepressants and everything you can, all kinds of things I tried, and I listened to podcasts, I listened to whatever I could do to get better, and I I I bought audiobooks. I did everything. I did whatever I could, and I found things that helped. And I feel like this year, March, basically, I got past it. You might say I've gone beyond. I don't consider myself depressed at all. Um, Anxious, still have that. But I don't think of it as some kind of disorder or something like that. It's just the the nervous system that I've been born with, and the effects of the things that I've experienced in life. You know, it's not my fault, but it is my responsibility to do something about it, to do what needs to be done, and that's the kind of just clarity that I've never had before in my whole life. And even though I'm in the most challenging situation, I feel I have the most strength to deal with everything. So yeah, I just felt I had to share this. Even as I plan to do this, I've been thinking about it for a while, and then, oh, I had these thoughts. What if the lighting is not good? What if the sound quality isn't good? What if, whatever, the bed behind me is not well made, or everything that you could possibly think of, right? To get me to not do it. I'm tired today, all that kind of stuff. But I said, no, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to let whatever happens, happens. That's it.